over today is a cross grip to a chop into a juji gatame. This is a great move for both judo and jujitsu because it's offensive minded. A lot of times when we have opponents who are opposite side from us, we struggle with being able to come across. So here, we're simply going to take the cross grip, we're going to come under, grab right along the sleeve here, bring it across my body to my hip, grab with the other hand on the opposite side of the back. Pressure down with my shoulder. From here, I'm not looking to score with this throw, I'm simply looking to get them onto the mat so I can implement my newaza. So I'm going to chop his leg, press down with my shoulder, and get him onto the ground. Now there's all different kinds of things we can do from here, but we're going to focus on the juji. So from here, I'm going to bring in my back leg, shoot it all the way across, post on my head, bring the hand closest to the arm through, and grab my hip. Now I want constant pressure on this arm. I shouldn't be loose. I want to be pulling it out as much as I can. Leg closest to the head, comes down on the back of his neck, and I'm applying pressure. Now I sit to my hip, and I'm pressing his head. From here, readjust my hand, bring it up high on the hip, reach across, grab the leg. Now the key to juji is you don't want them to do a somersault. You want to bring them up, bring their whole body off the mat and bring it over your head so that his whole body is in the air. From here, I can get my leg over easy. From here, pinching knees, keeping this tight, always having constant pressure on the arm. Once I get to here, I don't want to relax. If I relax, it's going to suck it in tight. So I have to have constant pressure. Attack the weakest point of the arm, so I'm going to attack the wrist. I'm going to come down, put my elbow right by his wrist, grab my own gi, pinching with my knees. I'm going to pop and fall towards the head. Some key components really quickly. When I shoot this leg through, it shoots all the way across. Here, pinching tight. When this arm comes through, comes all the way here. When I bring this leg down on the head, I apply pressure and I push. When I bring him up, I'm using this bottom leg to get him up off the mat. Then I bring it over, then I come down. One more time, nice and slow. We're gripping. I can't get to this side, so I'm going to attack this side. Cross grip, come under, bring it to my hip, come all the way across the back, shoulder pressure down, and I'm going to chop. So I'm just going to step back, apply pressure right by his knee, and chop. From here, immediately into the juji. Arms tight, posting on my head, constant pressure, knee to the back of the neck, pressure on the head, readjust my hand, grab the far leg, lift, get him in the air, bring this leg over, come down, attack the wrist, grab my own gi, pop the arm, get the submission. Okay, now we're going to go over again, right versus left, the cross grip, but instead of going into the juji, a lot of times people know that that's coming, so we're going to go into a sit-out choke, or what jiu-jitsu practitioners call a clock choke. So, cross grip, choke, here. Okay, so to break that down for you, again, we're going to come to the sleeve, bring it into the hip, come all the way across the back. I want as much pressure and as much of my weight on him as I can. I want him to be bent. If he's standing up like this, I'm not going to be able to chop him down. My leg is going to come back, and I'm going to this is going to step, almost like you're kick-starting a bike. Here. Immediately this hand comes across to the lapel. Now sometimes, as I'm coming across the lapel, he's going to sink his chin in. That's fine. All I have to do before I step in is give his nose a nice little pop, pop. Okay? From here, I'm gonna post my hand. My leg is already up and posted, and I'm going to sit out hard so that all of my weight comes down on his shoulder blades and the back of his neck. Here. Now it should already be choking. Sorry, Ty. Now a lot of times what they're gonna do is they're gonna circle. So you have to follow them. You wanna keep this elbow in here so that he can't get out. So you're circling as he's circling, all the while applying pressure. Now if you do not get the submission, what you can do is come up, bring your knee to the back of the head, apply pressure, sit. This will get the choke. If you don't get it there, you come under the arm, thread the needle nice and tight, so we don't want to be down here, we want to be up here. Sit back, take your side control. From here, you can work all different positions, all different moves. In judo, that's a pin. One more time. Cross grip, getting my weight on him nice and tight. Chop, come across to the lapel, pop the nose, post, sit out nice and hard, roll, keep this elbow in tight so that he can't get out. He's gonna tap. If he doesn't tap, you're gonna sit up, bring your knee to the back of his head, scoop it. Now from here, this other knee is gonna come down to block the face. This arm is gonna come under, nice and tight, not loose, tight. I'm gonna sit back on my hip, cross face, take the pin. That's your sit-out choke. All right, so a lot of times in both judo and jiu-jitsu, we have opponents who are afraid to engage in standing fighting. From here, if my opponent has two hands on my lapels and they're super stiff, and I can't get in to get my techniques, I personally am still gonna go for the cross grip. You can either go into sumi, you can go into the chop, you can go into all different maneuvers. All I'm going to do is take my hand and put it right on his elbow, right where his elbow bends, and I'm gonna pull it. It's almost like an armbar standing. If he doesn't move his elbow, it's gonna pop. Here. As I'm bringing this in tight, again, I'm coming over to the back, and I'm applying my shoulder and pressure into his shoulders. Here. Now from here, a great attack is a sumi. So all we're going to do is we're going to do our fake chop. So we're going to start our engine, we're going to push back here, and this leg is going to go in the middle, and our other leg is going to come up. He's going to roll over our shoulders. Here. One more time. I can't get inside. I'm struggling with this. I'm going to come up, under, grab the elbow, suck him in tight. Kick start. My leg comes all the way through, and I'm driving off this leg to finish the move. So when I do the move, I'm here, I start it, this leg comes here, I sit, and this leg doesn't just sit here, I drive off of it. So, if my opponent is completely defensive, and I'm trying to be offensive, I'm trying to get an attack from the standing position, one thing I need to realize that's going to help me open up my judo is from here, he can't really do anything to me. He's too stiff, he's too tight, he's too straight. There's really no attacks that Tyler can do in order to throw me or get me to the ground. So I have no worries. All I have to do is put myself in an offensive position. Again, we went over the sumi, but from this position, it's another great opportunity to chop. So I'm going to come inside, grab right along the elbow, and pull it into my chest. Come deep around the back, pressure here, shoulder down. Now, if he knows that I'm going for the sumi, maybe he's super back, maybe his hips are like so back, I'm not going to be able to get in tight for the sumi, All I'm going to do is chop. So I'm going to bring this leg back, and I'm going to start my engine nice and hard. Here. From here, you can do the sit-out choke, you can do Juji Gatami, you can do what we call the British Strangle. There's millions of opportunities. The number one thing we need to remember when we're fighting a defensive player, we have to have confidence. They're not going to be able to throw me from this position. I have to get to an offensive position in order to win. Come under, bring it across, step back. His hips are too far back for the sumi, so I step back and I chop hard. And I follow him to the mat. Okay, so another finish we have from the chop scenario is we're going to come under, again, right along the elbow, pull it in tight. From here we can do what's called the British Strangle. So I'm going to show you guys first and then I'm going to break it down. Again, my opponent's defensive, I'm not going to be able to get in. Come under, grab the elbow, pull it across, tight across the back, applying pressure here. His hips are too far back for the sumi, so I'm going to go directly for the chop. Not looking to score with this throw, just looking to get him onto the ground so I can finish. Chop. Again, we're going to come right across to the opposite lapel. If his chin is down, all I have to do is pop it. From here, I bring my back leg over, and I'm going to do a somersault straight through his legs. As I go through, I grab the leg. Now it's very important, when I roll him over, I don't let this leg get stuck. So I need to spread my legs, bring my leg up, here, here, apply pressure and arch. Come across, pop the chin if you need to, step up, go straight through, grab the leg. My leg comes out so that it doesn't get stuck. I have this nice and tight. This is under his chin, nice and tight. Come up. You can either hook the arm or just place your heel right there. Arch your back. Finish. Now, sometimes when you go for the British Strangle, their chin's going to be in the way and you can't pop it out. So from here, here, chop, I'm here. His chin is buried deep. I'm not going to be able to get it. All I'm going to do is continue the British Strangle, but as I roll through, I pop my hand and I take the juji. So I'm rolling through. Right here, I pop, come up to take the juji. You can also finish this face down. Here, his chin's buried too tight. I go to roll through, I can't. I post on my head, pop, apply pressure on the back of the head, arch. Different angle. Here. I can't get the chin, it's buried too deep. I come through, I can't get the roll, I'm gonna pop, come straight down on the arm. Knee goes to his ear and the back of his head, applying pressure, come out straight and arch. I can't finish it on the ground or face down. Chop, I can't get the British Strangle. I'm gonna roll through. As I roll through, I pop my arm out. I come up for the juji. Attack the wrist, grab my own gi, pinching with my knees, pop it, fall towards the head. Okay, so now we're gonna go over right on right or left versus left. And the number one thing that you need to know when doing a sport with a gi is that gripping controls the match. The first thing you do when you start a fight is you grab the gi. For us, we've developed a formula. So my entire goal when I'm fighting someone the same side as me is to kill this sleeve. All I want to do is kill this sleeve. But if I can't kill this sleeve, I want to kill this side of the body. So the sequence is this. Step 1, we bow in, the ref says Jime, and his sleeve is right there. All I'm going to do is come 2 hands on one, come right along the seam of the gi, and take it. Press it down and away, get my power grip. Sometimes an opponent knows what they're doing, so you bow in, the ref says Jime, they're not going to keep that sleeve there. You're not going to be able to get it. But instead of just going to here, where he can turn and throw me, I'm going to still attack this side of the body. So I'm going to take my left hand, punch it into the lapel, and I'm going to put my fist right in this meaty part of his shoulder and apply pressure. This hand is going to stay up, and when he reaches, I go back to step 1. So a little bit of live gripping, this is what it looks like. Control the sleeve. That is the object of gripping. Having said that, once you do kill the sleeve, you need to be offensive. Gripping is an offensive position. So once I kill that sleeve, I need to have a throw to do. One of my favorite throws is Sode Surukumagoshi. So I go through my gripping sequence, I get the sleeve. Now a lot of times from here, they're not going to want me to keep this down. They're not going to want me to have this killed. And when I do kill it, they're going to be coming up. And when they come up, it's a perfect opportunity for me to attack. So I go through the gripping, I kill the sleeve. Tyler's going to be coming up either to try and get here or to try and rip out. When he does that, all I'm going to do, step 1, make a triangle, lift up. Step 2, I'm going to bring my body all the way across and bring my hips all the way through so that they're past Tyler. 1, lift up, 2, bring it past. Now, as I do that, I need to bring this arm down, tight. This is how I control Tyler when I throw him. If he's down here, I'm not going to get the lift. I need his armpit right on my shoulder. This is how I finish the throw. 1, 2. Now in judo, to finish the throw, you can't grab the legs. So all I'm going to do is bow, turn my head, and he's going to do a little flip over my shoulders. One, 2. In jiu-jitsu, you can grab the legs. So oftentimes, what I used to do before the rule changes was bring my hand down as a guide. So I grab here and guide his legs over. Step 1, step, make a triangle, lift up. Step 2, I bring this across and I bring my hips all the way through. Step 3, this should be down, pulled tight. Can't be here, has to be here. Step 4, take a bow, turn my head, get the throw. Okay, so a lot of times when we're doing Sode, judo is all circular. It's always constantly changing, moving, adapting. When I developed a good Sode, my opponents also developed a good defense to Sode. So we had to get a different throw in a different direction, which is why we developed a Sode to a Soto. So I'm going to show you really quick what it looks like in real time, then I'm going to break it down for you. Now, to break that down, when I come in for the Sode, a lot of times my opponents are going to be hipping in, arching back really strong. I'm not going to be able to finish forwards if they're reacting that way. So what I want to do is, I'm still lifting up, I'm still turning in, but as I'm turning in, I know they're going to defend, so I let go with this hand as I'm turning in, and I wrap it here. And I don't stop my hips here, I wrap Turning in, wrap, step. Step. From here, all I'm going to do is hook my opponent's leg. I put my foot on the mat, and I'm going to turn and drive, holding on to his side, and I'm going to put my shoulder and his back into the mat. One, let go, spin, step, hook, turn my head, turn my body, and drive into the mat. Notice my toes are live. I'm always putting pressure into him. I'm not finishing here, finishing here. One more time. I'm coming for the sode, they're reacting hard, so I let go, grab the opposite hip, step, make my feet even with his, hook, turn my head, and drive into the mat. Not sode to osoto. Okay, so next in the sode series, sometimes you can't go all the way around, you can't do a 360-degree turn. Maybe you're a bigger person, maybe it's just weird, whatever, it's a very unorthodox throw. So now we're gonna learn another backwards throw to the opposite direction. This is sode to kouchi. So this is also really good for when your opponent just keeps that elbow down. Maybe they're not reaching, maybe they're not trying to rip out, maybe they're just sitting here extremely defensive. So I out-grip my opponent, I'm here, he's keeping this elbow down, I can't get it. So all I'm gonna do is fake the sode into kouchi, and I'll show you real quickly what it's gonna look like. Here. Sort of a trick move, very simple, very easy, very effective. From here, I have the sleeve. All I'm going to do is the same steps as sode, except instead of stepping in the middle to create a triangle, I'm gonna step out, and lift up, and turn my head, as if I were going for the sode. Out. As I do that, my next step is to take this leg and hook his ankle, or his heel, rather. 1, 2. I'm gonna hook it with the bottom of my foot. Here. Now, to finish the throw, I'm going to drive into Tyler at this angle. When I'm driving, I'm pushing with my hands and I'm sweeping with my leg. And this leg is constantly pushing into him. This leg doesn't do anything. It's not dead weight. I step, hook, drive. I should be falling over because I have so much drive into Tyler. As you do the first step, it's also important to remember you have to make them believe that the sode is going to happen. Otherwise, they're just going to stand there. But if you make them believe the sode and you snap that gi, they'll sit back on their heels, and that's when the throw is really clean. Here. Now, from this position, oftentimes, it's not a full point, or if you're in jiu-jitsu, you don't want to just stand there, you want to get to a dominant position. So I'm going to teach you guys a guard pass from here into a pin or side control. I go for the sode. It doesn't work. The second time, I go for sode to kouchi. Step across, lift up, fake him out, hook. Now here, we call this move split the leg. Literally, all I'm going to do is pick a side and put one of Tyler's legs in between mine. So I like to go to this side. This is the side I'm going to split. My arm is going to come under, grab his belt, and my shoulder's going to put a lot of pressure on his thigh. Here, this, here. My other hand is going to be buried, and I'm going to be on my toes. If I leave this hand out, Tyler's going to break my arm. So I have to bury it. Now I want all of my pressure, all of my weight to be here and on his thigh. Okay, so I can't be on my knees. I have to be live on my toes. Step one, all I'm gonna do is turn my knee in and stretch Tyler's leg out. Here. Step two, I'm going to pancake out. I'm gonna go completely flat onto the mat. As I do that, I'm gonna bring my hand up under Tyler's neck, grab his collar. From here, you can either just simply bring your leg up, over, scoot your chest up, or if you prefer, you can high leg over, come up, take the pin. Now, when you take the pin, it's very important to remember, you need to have your knee right here in the hip. You can't leave your chest down here. You have to bring it up here. Arm goes under. I bury this arm. Lots of pressure on his thigh. My head is buried down here. I don't want to be up. I want to be down nice and tight. Up in the air, on my toes. Step one, I turn my knee in, straighten his leg out. Step two, I flatten out and bring my arm up. Step three, bring my leg over and readjust up. I bring my knee up to right here so that Tyler can't turn in. And I keep my weight all on his chest. So when I finish the move, I was down here, applying pressure, keeping this tight. And I finish up here. Everything tight. So from this guard pass, there are a lot of defenses that my opponent can do. So we're gonna go over some of the different ways to get to side control or to get to the pin. The number one way for my opponent to defend this move is when I'm coming down, if I don't get this quick enough, he's gonna scissor his legs. Now once his legs are scissored, I can no longer do split the leg, so I have to switch. From here, all I'm going to do is come up, bring my arm under his arm and post it on the mat. This shoulder's gonna go into his head, turn his chin, apply pressure. My head's gonna go on the mat as a post, and my legs and my hips are gonna go up in the air. I want my knee to be past his groin. Here. Once my knee is past, all I have to do is take a giant step, knee down hard. Kick my leg free. It's very important when I'm doing this part of the move that I have Tyler's face this way so that when I bring his legs this way, he has no power. If I keep his head up like this, but I bring his body this way, he can still hold on really tight. So I go for split the legs. I don't get it fast enough. He scissors his legs. Quickly come up, under the arm, cross the chin, pressure, head on the mat. I have to post this hand. If I bring it here, Tyler's gonna scoop and roll. And I'm gonna be in a bad position. Hand posted, head on the mat, chin, shoulder into the chin. My legs are in the air, my bum is in the air. I wanna have live toes, so I'm always on my toes. Get my knee out, take a giant step, and bring my knee down hard. Kick free, take the pin. Different angle. I go for split the leg, he scissors, come up, head on the mat, posting that hand, get my knee free, step, hip it down, kick your leg free. Now, sometimes when you do this move, they double lock your leg. So instead of just scissoring my leg, Tyler takes it and he wraps it twice. When he wraps it twice, I'm not going to be able to get my knee past his groin. So I have to go to another move. If he has a double lace, all I'm going to do is take my arm out, bring it around his head, put my elbow on the side of his ear, and high leg over to here. I'm gonna come up and under. You can either tie up the hand, or you can simply grab inside the hand and apply pressure. I like to tie up. It's hard to get that in judo. So I've got his hand locked here. All I'm going to do is grab the gi right on the knee. I'm going to kick with my bottom leg and pull with my hand to open him up. Finish inside control or the pin. Now once I get to here, this knee and these legs have to be live. So this has to be pushing into his side. This wants to be applying pressure onto his body. This is osaikomi in judo. You can either hold on to the leg or just maintain a tight position. One more time. Tyler double laces my leg as I'm coming up. I know I'm not going to be able to do that move. I bring my hand up, around, right along his ear, and I high leg over to the opposite side, applying a lot of pressure on his head and on his chest. I grab the other hand, grab the other wrist rather, and I either lock it, grab the hand, bring it down here, or I tie it up here. Grab the top of the pants. I'm gonna kick with my free leg and pull up with my grip. Here. Readjust, bring my knee to his hip, head down, take the pin. Okay, so this might not apply to jiu-jitsu, this might not really apply to many people, but we're gonna go over my favorite technique. And it's a technique that most people learn in the first 6 weeks of doing judo. I learned it in my first judo class, and I've been doing it for 20 years now, and I've just sort of, I always say I'm a master of the basics. I've perfected the basics. So we're gonna go over ogoshi. For me, I always do ogoshi against opposite-sided players. It's a really good technique, it's a safe technique, and it's a strong technique, especially for women with our hips. This attack usually happens when I'm facing opponents who are taller than me or a lot stronger than me, who can come down my back, who can get me here in this sort of negative position. Now the key to my ogoshi is that I don't allow that to become a negative position. So even if I'm out gripped, opponents don't want to be here with me because I'm not just putting my hand right here on the hip and pressuring away so that they don't attack. I'm actually actively seeking to come to the middle of their back and pull them in. Now when I pull someone in here and they feel that strength, they feel this position, they don't want any part of it. So they open up a little bit. So once they open up, all I'm gonna do is bring my right foot all the way across, bring this hand up. As I'm doing that, this hand is not inactive. This hand is pulling them onto me. Pulling. My left foot simply comes through and I'm gonna shoot my hips as far across as I can get them while keeping my back straight. And then to finish the ogoshi, I'm simply going to extend, bend, and turn. They're in a dominant position. I keep my back straight, stand up, come to the middle of the back, and suck their hips in so that it doesn't feel like they're offensive. It feels like a dangerous position. From here, bring my hips across, lift this up, pulling with the back hand, shoot my hips all the way through, and finish. Now, sometimes I don't want to be in that position. I don't want to have to be constantly coming for ogoshi. So, when I walk out against an opposite-sided player, I kill this sleeve. Instead of coming here or coming here, I attack this leading hand. I press it down and away, and I come across to the lapel. From here, it's the same entry as ogoshi, but I'm just going to do koshi guruma. So I whip this hand back. As I step, I lock the head. I bring my hips all the way across, and I do koshi guruma. If I don't want to be locked up, if I don't want to give them an opportunity to score, I come out, circle, kill this sleeve, I'm pressing it in, come across, grab the lapel, I either push it in and come, but more often than not, I push it out and away, and it's a very quick motion. So as I'm doing that, I'm already making the entry. Kill this, come across, press it out and away. This foot comes over. This hand still does the same thing as if I were on the sleeve. So I'm bringing it up and I'm locking the head. I don't grab because that's not as tight. I lock it. My back stays straight. I bend my knees. I shoot my hips as far across as I can get them. Extend, bend, and turn. And that's the Ogoshi Koshiguruma series. Okay, so we're gonna come in for our Ogoshi, and a lot of times, like I said, you have to sort of develop. Your game is always changing, always adapting. So over the years, as I've gotten good at Ogoshi and as I've started using it as a throw, people are super, super defensive of it. And they either step off my Ogoshi or they're expecting it. So when I come in for Ogoshi now, I step, they're going to step out of it. All I'm going to do is change direction. I'm going to step, hook, drive. So in real time, this is what it looks like. Now to break it down, I'm coming in for the Ogoshi. Tyler knows it's coming, so he steps off. I'm applying pressure here. I'm sucking this arm in. I'm stepping so that I have a drive, and I'm hooking with the bottom of my foot, and I'm just going right through him in this direction. So Ogoshi, they step off, step, hook, drive. Now this is where you can get in again to your guard passes. You can get to a finish if it's not a full point. Grip is the same. I don't want to be here. I want to be in the middle of the back, back straight, keeping my hips engaged. This is coming here. I'm stepping for the Ogoshi. He steps off. I just make a slight adjustment step, and I hook, and this shoulder is driving in. Ogoshi, step, hook, drive. And that's Ogoshi to Koji.